Good morning student, welcome to the class. Today we will start program logic development tools. Before developing the solution of a program in terms of program, you should analyze the given programs and decide about the basic subtasks needed to solve the program. So first you have to prepare the overview how you are writing the program and how will be the logic in how you are using the logic in your program, and like this you have to do the planning first and then after that you have to write the program. So with the help of these tools you are able to write the programs very easily. So first we will start the algorithm. An algorithm is a step by step procedure, well defined instructions to solve a given problem. For instance, the algorithm to find the remainder to give two number is, this is the example how to write. First input first number, input second number, and then third point, divide first number with second number and store the remainder as third number. Then display the result the third number. Like this we are writing the algorithm by in a set of order. An algorithm is a set of order and finite steps, the subtask to solve a given problem. Consider another examples that extend the above programs. Using the same logic, determine if the first number is divided by second number, divisible by second number or not. Like this you have to put the first you have to put the logics. All the logics should be there in the program. After that you will be able to execute your programs by using the logic. So this is the second example. An algorithm given here, the first input second, also input second number, third one is the divide first number with second number and store the remainder in the third number. Then here we are putting the if condition. Check if the third number is 0, then give the condition. If yes, then display the first number is divisible by second number. If no, then display the first number is not divisible by second number. Like this you have to put the if condition. If it comes true, then move to that side. If it comes false, then go to exit or move to that side. Like this you have to put the logic in the programs. As you can see that the subtasks in the above algorithms are shown in bold letters, and there is a proper order of carrying out these step subtasks. Algorithms are commonly written out with tools like pseudocode, flowchart or decision tree and tables. Let us talk about these tools one by one. So first we will discuss about the flowchart. Here flowchart means a graphical representation of an algorithm. Algorithm you are writing the steps, how you are how you are writing your program. Like this you have to first write the steps by using the algorithm. First what you are going to write, second what you are going to means give the task. Then here algorithm it shows in the figure, it shows in the graphical manner. A flowchart shows the different subtasks with different symbols. Following figure are shown commonly used flowchart symbols. See the symbols, it is given here. First one is the process. This is the process box. Under this box you have to write the process, what you want to give the instructions, or what you want to process your program in the program. Here in this box only you have to write the process one. Then second one is sub process. If you are giving any sub process command, then you have to write this here, sub process. Then third one is document. If you are writing any document, any description you want to write, then use this box. Then decision means if conditions if you are giving, then you have to give the flow of your steps, whether if it comes to true, then where your process will be flow to which side, and if it comes to false, then where the writing logic is going which direction. This only makes in the decision box. Then start and end. If first of all if you are writing the flowchart, first of all you have to start the flowchart, and the last you have to end your flowchart. So this symbol will use. And then last one is data symbol, it is given here. So these are the symbols of flowchart which we are using while making the flowchart of our program. So use data symbol in input output IO operating operations, taking input and output data. Then use process symbol for any type of computations and internal operations like initialization, calculation, etc. Then use sub process symbol to invoke procedure with written already. Then here the flowchart for the above algorithm determines if the first number is divisible by second number or not. Will be start from like this. Here given here start, first number is given here, then second number, then this third is given here, third is given, remainder equal to the first number divided by second number. So here in decision it is written here, if it is yes then turn go down, and if it it's no then display the first number is not divisible by second number. Here decision making this box, here it is given is remainder equal to 0, then move to no, or the if remainder is equal to 0 then move to yes, and if it not then move to no. So like this we have to write the program, we have to write the flow chart with the help of these symbols. Inside like this we have to write the several logics if you are using in the program. Then with flow chart a programmer can pictorially view the subtasks of an algorithm and the other their executions. Now come to the pseudocode. Pseudocode is an informal language that helps programmers describe the steps by program solution without using any programming language syntax. So pseudocode is a text-based detailed algorithm tool. A pseudocode creates an outline or a rough draft of a program that gives the idea of how the algorithm works and how the control flows from one step to another. So here it shows it is not using any syntax, simply what it wants, what you want to write, or simply write your conditions and what you want to display for the condition trues and false. Simple you have to write this. So here for example is given here, if student marks is greater than or equal to 50 then display passed, else display failed. Like this in pseudocode we are not using any syntax, only writing the conditions in the program. Like this we are writing the pseudocode. Then consider some algorithm that we talked about determine if the first number is divisible by second number not. The pseudocode of this algorithm can be like here input first number in variable first name, input second number in variable second number, then remainder equal to first number modules second number. Then here after that modules means you get the remainder, it is first number divided by second number. Here condition is given here, if the remainder is 0 then display, if the remainder is 0, if the remainder is 0 then display the first number is divisible by second number, else display the first number is not divisible by second number. Means if remainder both the modules remainder will come 0 then it divisible by the first number, and if it not comes 0 then else condition will display here. Like this the if and else condition is work in all the charts, means in algorithm, in flow chart and pseudocode code also. Then come to decision making, decision tree. Decision trees are a way of representing rules in the hierarchical and sequential structure where based on the hierarchy of rules certain outcomes are predicted. Let us consider a familiar example. You all know how divisions are determined based on marks. So here it is given here, if you are getting the less than if you are getting the greater than equal to 60 marks then you will be getting the first division. Then here 50 to, under 50 to 60 marks second division, under 40 to 50 third division, or below 40 it failed. So here if you are making the decision tree like this you have to write First you give the marks more than or equal to 60. If marks more than equal to 60, if it suits, if it comes, if it true the, if you get the true solution, the true solution means if the marks matched here, it is given in the box marks more than or equal to 60, then it goes to the first division. Then if it is not matched in this condition, then it goes to second condition. If more than or equal to 50, then if yes, then it goes to second division. If agar another it not matched, then comes to down. Like this it is using, like this it flows one by one, and if condition comes, then goes to the yes section. If condition not matched, then it goes to no condition. Like this we are making the decision tree. A decision tree is an excellent tool to present the hierarchical structure of outcomes based on certain rules. In another word, a decision uses a tree-like structure that can represent a number of possible rules-based decision path and outcome for each path. Let us imagine another hypothetical situation. Aryan has taken admission in new school in another city and is staying in the school hostel. This Sunday, Aryan old friend may visit him. So Aryan has decided to spend his Sunday as per this plan. So here one example is given here about the Aryan, and he is living in hostel, and his friends will come, and how he plan about his that day's work. It is given here. If his friends visit him, he will go to them. Go with them for city tour. If they don't come, he will play FIFA with the roommate. If his roommate is free, otherwise depending on money in his pocket, he may eat out in a restaurant or from a small cafe in hostel premises, or will simply eat Maggi noodles. These are the conditions. If condition true, then go for tour. If condition not true, then it will he will be play the FIFA with the roommates. Like this he make the decision. Here old friend, if old friend come, then if old friend come, then he will be going to tour, otherwise he will be with his roommate. If his roommate is free, then he will play the FIFA, otherwise he will see the money in the pocket, and then he will do this. If money is it is given, his money is less than 100, then it will eat Maggi. If money is not much, 200, 300, he will eat in hostel cafe. And if money is greater than 500, then he will out restaurant. So like this, if you are making the decision like this, you will go through the decision. So in the rules for spending Sunday as per this decision tree can be written as: if old friends are visiting, go to city tour, or the old friends are not visiting, the roommate. Like this the condition will flow. Like this is the examples. So student, next class will discuss the if condition. Thank you.